Today we're going to talk about my 4 times great-grandfather, Squire Bruton Williams. Bruton Williams was born in East Kentucky on April 20th, 1811 to John Williams and Martha Addington. Family tradition says that in 1829, Bruton decided that Kentucky was getting a little too tame and decided to head west with a party of fellow Kentuckians. On the trail, he came across a wagon train of immigrants from Illinois who invited him to share their camp for the night. Bruton accepted, and during the evening he began to notice a pretty young girl helping her mother prepare supper and tend the fire. The girl's name was Sally Armstrong. The next morning, while his companions were saddling up, Bruton told them to go on without him, because he was going to stay behind and marry Sally. Sarah Ann Sally Armstrong was born on September 1st, 1812 in Illinois. Bruton and Sally first settled in Arkansas Territory on land that is today part of the city of Fayetteville. There, local legend says that Bruton helped fell trees to build the first Washington County courthouse. Sometime before 1850, Bruton and Sally would move up into the Boston Mountains onto a homestead on the King River. There they would have at least 5 children, including my 3 times great-grandfather, Andrew Jackson Williams, on November 3rd, 1838. When Bruton and Sally first moved to the King River country, they lived in a cave overlooking the valley. Around 1858, Bruton would build his family a log cabin that still stands to this day. Bruton would be elected as a Justice of the Peace for Madison County in the 1850s, an office he would hold for several years and from which he would gain his nickname, Squire. Squire would pass away on August 29, 1886. Sally would survive him for another 13 years before passing away on July 27, 1898. Squire and Sally were laid to rest in the Williams Cemetery overlooking their King River Valley homestead. In 1863, A.J. Williams would marry Sarah Jane Young. Sarah was born in Alabama on April 11, 1843. That spring, A.J. would enlist in the Union Army and serve in Company G of the 1st Arkansas Infantry. The 1st would serve in Arkansas, Missouri, and the Indian Territory, participating in several battles, including the Battle of Fayetteville and the Battle of Jenkins Ferry, before mustering out after the end of the war. After the war, A.J. and Sarah would go on to have 7 children, including my 2 times great-grandmother, Mary Williams. Sarah would pass away on August 15, 1893, and was buried in the Williams Cemetery with her in-laws. A.J. would pass away on December 15, 1916, and was buried in the Cave Mountain Cemetery to the east of the Williams homestead.